Alright, setting yourself up for failure. So, to cut a long story short, if you watched my video the other week, you'll know that training... Your head's in the way, dude. Get out of the way. Yep. See, I'm setting myself up to fail with this live video straight away. You'll know that training, for me, is a cornerstone habit. It's an important thing, it's part of my life, and it sets up a bunch of other useful habits within my life. I spoke about that in detail. You can go find that video and watch it. So, I haven't been training for a few weeks. I was ill, went on holiday, then I had a minor operation and I couldn't train. Stitches are out, all good, so I can start training again now. And I spent 6 months training really hard, working through a program. It was progressive, each phase built on the back of the other. Now, I'm not in a position to go and jump straight back into that, nor do I want to go back to the start and start it all again. I've done it, I've been through it, got some great results, want to change, don't want to do it again. So I started looking around at, options and things to explore. I don't write my own programs anymore. I used to in the past, but there becomes an element of perfectionism and constant tweaking and things like that. So I just rather do something that's been written by somebody else. So I was looking for some inspiration, and I came across the 75 Hard. You've probably heard of it before. It went viral. It's this 75-day challenge that promises to completely upgrade you in every way. And I was looking at the prerequisites. So, in a nutshell, you've got to do 2 workouts a day, 45-minute workouts. One of them has to be outside. You've got to drink a gallon of water a day. You've got to follow a diet, no cheats, no alcohol, nothing like that. You've got to read 10 pages a day. You've got to... I can't remember what the other bits are, but long story short, it's a really, really difficult challenge. And I was looking through it and I thought, yeah, I could probably do that if I wanted to. But I don't really want to. And straight away, I'd be setting myself up to fail, because the reality of any successful endeavour is that you actually have to be able to do the steps. You need to be able to do the work required. And if you can't do the work required, then you're not going to make progress and you are going to set yourself up to fail. Straight away, 2 workouts a day would be difficult. Most people are not even doing 1 workout a day. So how the hell are they going to do 2 workouts a day? Most people start to follow a diet, but they go from 0 to 100. They cut out carbs, they cut out gluten, they cut out dairy, they cut out this, that, the other. And then they fail because it's just not sustainable. So anytime you're going down the route of pursuing a challenge... Oi! Fernando, come here. He's chasing a fly. Anytime you're going down the route of pursuing a goal or something that requires you to do the work, you need to make sure that you are ready, willing and able to actually do the work required. For most people, you might be willing to do it, but you're just not able for whatever circumstances. You might be willing to do it, but you're not at a point yet where you're actually ready because you haven't done any prerequisites. You haven't done, the first few steps. If you try and go from 0 to 100, you are going to set yourself up to fail. That's how failure starts for most people. They try and overhaul everything all at once, and then they inevitably fail because it's too much, too soon, and they cannot sustain it. He's being really badly behaved today. Oi! Fernando, stop being naughty. And so you're setting yourself up to fail straight away. It's like with training my dog. Every day we do some training. And I always start small and we build it up, because otherwise I know I'm setting him up to fail. So you have to build things up piece by piece. Instead of going from 0 to 100, you go from 0 to 1. And then you go to 2, to 3, to 4. Everyone's so busy trying to get everything done all at once that they skip steps and inevitably they fail. They're doing too much too soon. If you are willing to slow down and go step by step, then you will be able to sustain it, you'll be able to do things consistently, and then you will have that effect of compound interest and things will eventually get where you want them to be. So although it's tempting to go all out and try and do everything all at once, you are actually setting yourself up to fail by doing that. You're far better off to take one small step, practice that small step, and then add another one in, and another one. And eventually those things will all add up and you'll get the result that you want. You're better off doing one small thing for a week, another small thing for another week, and so on and so forth, and continuing to do that over a period of a year or so, than spending a week doing something like the 75 hard, falling off, spending a month doing nothing, and then trying it again, and finding yourself bouncing back and forth, going from, nothing to everything, and living at the extremes, rather than just accepting that actually I can just do this one thing, get really good at it, and then I can do another thing, and then I can do another thing, and that's all going to compound on itself to get me where I want to be, instead of trying to do 100 things all at once and inevitably failing. So next time you set yourself up to pursue something, be that within your physical health, a personal skill you want to develop, a business thing, whatever it is that you're pursuing, just start with the first step, the one thing that is manageable for you, that thing that you are ready, willing and able to do, and then do it over and over again until it's time to add the second piece, and then keep building it up. Stop trying to go from 0 to 100, because that is why you keep failing. You're setting yourself up to fail straight away by trying to do too much. Accept that less is more, and you'll get more done in the long run by doing a little bit less in the beginning. So that's today's rant. If anyone has done 75 hard, I'd love to learn about your experiences from it. It's not something I'm going to be pursuing. Could I do it? Yes. Do I want to do it? Not really. Why make life more difficult than it needs to be? So the lesson from today is meet yourself where you're at. Start at 0, go to 1, go to 2, instead of trying to skip everything and going straight to 100.